Hi everyone, welcome to today's online training. I hope you guys will enjoy this training and learn something useful out of today's session. We will be covering the basics of control systems, specifically in target PLCs in the industrial environment. My name is Kevin, and I'm certain you will enjoy this course. The course duration will be 9 hours, in total 1 day. Welcome to the world of automation. So everyone received an info pack including this document that will be our guide for this course. On page 2, you can see the table of contents that can be referred to if need be. Just a little bit of context behind me. My name is Kevin. I will be your trainer today. Below you can see my telephone number, email address. If you guys need to get hold of me after this training, you can contact me at this number or send me an email at this email. Please don't be shy. If you have any questions, to email me or to phone me so that I can answer your questions as clearly as possible. So I've been working in the automotive and food and bev industry for the past 6 years. My title is an automation specialist. So I mainly deal with the PLCs and with the robotics. We have a few different options when it comes to PLCs in the industrial environment, as well with robotics. It's actually really exciting. You will see further on in the course as we move through it. In this course, we are going to cover 5 basic topics. First item on the list would be introduction to control systems in the industrial environment, types of different control systems. I will go through in detail what types of control systems is used in the industrial environment. Then the third topic would be the basic introduction to PLCs and PLC programming environments. Please don't get scared of the big words. It's really not that difficult. If you can grasp the whole of the idea, then you should be fine. As you can see, below is the learner outcomes that we will come back to after we are finished with the course. There is an assignment at the end of the course that each student should complete and email back to me at the end of the week. Let's move on to the next section. Just before we begin, I know we live in South Africa and it is quite, how can I put it? It's a bit of a struggle with keeping the lights on, if you know what I mean. So in case of a power failure, this session is recorded and will be uploaded. We'd be able to go and have a look at the videos at your own time once the power has come back on. COVID regulations. The reason why we are doing an online training course is because of COVID. As we all know, COVID is a serious disease going around, and we are doing our part to stop the spread of the virus. Just some house rules for you guys. Please put your cell phones on silent. We will have breaks in between this training where you would be able to take your phone calls, have a toilet break, have something to eat. In total, we will have 4 lunch breaks, 20 minutes each. In case of an emergency, I will pause your session to allow you to attend to the emergency, and you can join us if possible at a later stage. Let's move on. At the end of this session, I will be taking questions. Please don't be shy to ask any questions related to the course. I always say there is nothing like a dumb question. If you don't know, you don't know until you ask. So please, once again, don't hesitate to ask any questions that you guys have. Module 1. So let's start this course with a little bit of a brain teaser. So basically, a PLC is a programmable logic controller that controls complex systems. Now, as technology evolved, what do you guys think? Keep this question in the back of your head. What do you guys think we used before PLCs? If we have a look, PLCs has been in the industry since 1960. Let's go just a little bit down and see what we used before PLCs. We used relay logic. Relay logic is, I would say, much more involved and complex than PLC systems. As you can see here on the image, I hope you guys can see clearly on the image how chaotic it looks. I see only wires. I have no idea which wire is going where. Hence, the main issue, fault finding. Fault finding is one of the most underrated sections in control systems. If you have this huge system and it's running smoothly, for example, a production line at Ford, it's running and suddenly it stops. What do you do? What would you do if you open a cabinet and you see this wires and relays inside the cabinet? First off, you would have to go and look for an electrical schematic, and hopefully it is updated, because each year all of the companies, they have different shutdown periods where they shut down the whole factory for maybe a week or two, where they install new equipment. Hopefully they are upgrading instead of fixing faults, where they fix issues that they find during the year, or upgrading the system. Let me tell you a little bit about PLCs. As you can see here, this looks much more inviting as well. Really really nice equipment to work with. Fault finding on PLCs, like this for example, so this would be a Siemens PLC, is really enjoyable compared to having a look at this. This looks terrible. So with PLCs, programmable logic controllers, we are able to identify the problem much more easier. You can plug in with your laptop, the very laptop that you guys are watching me on. You can plug into this PLC and it will tell you exactly what is wrong, which device is maybe offline or which device is faulty. We even go as far as sensors. We have smart sensors in the field that can detect if there's something wrong with it. So no more going through messy wires trying to figure out what's wrong with this system. Now we can just plug in, have all our fault codes displayed, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. Let's go a little bit up again. Also, with this kind of control systems, it takes much less time to develop a system that controls intricate processes, because we don't have to wire everything individually. We have a controller, a programmable logic controller that we can program to do exactly the same as this. So we save time, we save money, and we save our sanity. Let's move on to the next section. The next section we will be covering a little bit more of the history of PLC. Like I mentioned, PLCs stands for, say it with me, Programmable Logic Controllers. What can we do with